بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praise due to Allah Almighty, the Creator, the All-Seeing, the All-Knowing, who provide for us all the rizqi, who have given all the protection that we need. May the mercy and the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep on increasing upon all of us. Ameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a good heart, a heart that remember Allah Rabbul Alameen, a heart that submit to Him, a heart that always try to be connected to Almighty Allah Rabbul Alameen. Brothers and sisters, we believe that all of us have been doing very well in your fast. But there's one thing that tonight I'd like to share with all of you. Fasting is just something that we have to control our food, our drink, our tongue, and all other parts of our body. Our eye, our ear. Not to listen except what is good. Not to see except what is good. Not to say anything except what is good. Our mind must not be corrupted. Not to think except something that will benefit you and everyone. Our heart must always have husni zon, good feeling, good thoughts, not negative thoughts, suspicious thought, feeling. No. Now, we all are aware that the most important ibadah after having the aqidah, the tawheed, the iman, the right belief, is our ibadah towards Allah, our worship towards Him. And that's why in the Hadith Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remind His Prophet to remind all of us, inna awwal ma yuhasabu alayhi al-mar'u yawm al-qiyamah hiya as-salati or al-abdu. Remember, the first thing among all the ibadah, then Allah will question us first in the day of judgment is our salah. We all who have been a believing male and female, we want to make sure that our belief is being accepted by Allah. Because Allah did remind us, أَحَسِبَ النَّاسَ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. Do people think that after they feel or they say that I am a believer, that Allah will just accept it without being tested by Allah first? Allah said, I am going to test your faith, your iman, whether it's true or not. People who have iman, they are always consistent. Whatever happened, they will never trade their iman with anything else. That is the people who have the real iman. The person who have iman is a person ati Allah wa ati Rasul, who obey Allah and obey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is what Allah wants. Alhamdulillah, we have been obeying Allah. But how to obey Allah is very important. And Allah put one condition: you just have to follow His messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now Allah said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Indeed, the successful one are those who have the right iman, the right belief. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, whether male or female. Even fasting, Allah said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, talking about those who believe. Now Allah said, الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. A person who said that he have the right and correct iman, his iman must follow up with the prayer that we are doing every day in the fasting month. When the Prophet ﷺ did mention, there's a lot of blessing for those who fast in the daytime and they qiyam at night, meaning they perform their night prayer, other than the 5 obligatory prayer known as qiyam Ramadhan, qiyam layl, or tahajjud. Now, brothers and sisters, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam have make it very, very clear that the prayer that we must perform is not to follow anyone else. The Prophet never command us to follow anyone except him alone, neither his companion, just him. He said, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Without this understanding, without knowing how the Prophet performed his prayer, we will never gain khushu'. We can just feel, oh, I think I have khushu'. Feeling is not enough. Everything must be guided. You cannot say, I think I'm okay, I feel good. But are you following the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's way? That is very, very important. Because there is what the Prophet commands us to do. Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. And when we know how to perform the prayer the way the Prophet has shown us, Allah will give us the khushu'. Then we are focused. And when you will know that you are good in your salah, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُقْرِدُونَ. A person who is good in his salah, follow the way of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the sunnah, not the bid'ah. Not just follow anyone except the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then one of his character, if you want to know whether your prayer have attained khushu' or not, then look at them after the prayer. Do they talk nonsense? Do they gossip, backbiting, slandering, lying, wasting time, joke around without a good reason? Or they are very careful with their tongue. Allah said, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ الْلَغْوِ مُقْرِدُونَ. A person who has attained khushu', he is very careful with his tongue. He don't like to waste time talking about things that do not benefit him or others. There's one of the signs. Follow up, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ. These are all the signs that he become a person who are very careful about his or her income. And he made sure that he perform his zakat. Imma zakat al-fitr, before the Eid prayer, or zakat al-mal, your property. Because everything that Allah gives us, when there's an extra, 2.5% don't belong to us, belong to the poor and the needy. Now, I just want to make it very simple today. When the Prophet ﷺ said, perform your prayer like how you seen me perform, he is not talking about the recitation yet. He's talking about his movement. He never said that you should read like how I read first. No. His movement. So you must know how the Prophet stand, qiyam, how he raised up his hand, hajj mankibay, ila furu'i uzunayn, in between the two shoulder blade and the eardrop here. Allahu Akbar. When he said Allahu Akbar, nothing come in between except Allah the Great. Because the intention is in the heart. Once you have made the intention, you're ready, you just say Allahu Akbar. And put his right hand on the left, on the chest. Ala sadri. Yada'a. Wada'a yada yumna ala yusra ala sadri. I just want to share with you how the Prophet performed his movement. Then he was silent for a while. Then later on the companion asked him, are you reciting something, Ya Rasul? Yes, he is reciting dua iftidah. Whether it is a fardu prayer, obligatory prayer, or a sunnah prayer, the Prophet never missed dua al-iftidah. Now this is the recitation. First is the movement. And then the Prophet will say, A'udhu Billah. Dua iftidah, there are 12 types of dua iftidah. You can choose anyone, brothers and sisters. If those who have memorized Allahu Akbaru Kabira, Walhamdulillahi Kathira, wa Subhanallahi Bukratan wa Asila, carry on. But remember, that dua that start with Allahu Akbar Kabira, Walhamdulillahi Kathira, wa Subhanallahi Bukratan wa Asila. It stop at Asila. It end there. That's one dua. Wajjahtu until the end, another dua. Separate dua. They don't combine. Or you can recite Subhanakallahumma bihamdika wa tabaraka asmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruka. Or you can recite Allahumma ba'id bayni wa bayna khatayaya kama ba'adta bayna al-mashriq wal maghrib. Allahumma naqqini min al-khatayaya kama yunaqqa ath-thawb abyad min ad-danas. Allahumma ighsilni min khatayaya bil ma'i wa thalj wal bar. There are 12 types. Anyone that you have memorized, just recite, don't miss it. And then the Prophet will say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim min hamzihi wa nafthihi wa nafthihi. All it he will recite silently, without raising his voice. Then he will say Bismillah, and he preferred to say Bismillah silently than aloud. On and off, he can recite aloud, no problem. It's also sunnah. But the Prophet preferred to say Bismillah silently. Then he started to recite Surah Al-Fatiha, where the Prophet said there is no prayer without Al-Fatiha. La salah liman la Fatiha. Now, this is very important. I just want to start from there to make sure there is some improvement in our salah. This surah is a rukun. Without that, your prayer is not valid. The other surah after Surah Al-Fatiha is recommended. But this one you must recite. But what is important tonight, thing that I like to share with all of you, how to recite. Based on the way of our Prophet ﷺ, when he recite this surah, he reminds us, Qasamtu as-salah ila qisman. Allah said in Hadith Qudsi, I have divided this salah prayer into two parts. قِسْمٌ لِي وَقِسْمٌ لِعَبْدِي. One for me and one for my servant. وَلِعَبْدِي مَا سَأَلَ. And for my servant, what he asked. And what is that? What the Prophet ﷺ was reminded by Allah is the adab. Surah Al-Fatiha is Kitab, the mother of the book. Now, I just want to share with you this beautiful hadith. Why do Allah say, I divided this surah into two parts, one for him and one for us? Because there is a cue, like a dialogue. There's a two-way communication between we and Allah when we recite Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter. We start with Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Waqaf. Stop. Pause. Pause. Because Allah is going to respond. Hamidani Abdi. Allahu Akbar. He is talking to the angels. See, my servant is praising me. Then we continue. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. We stop. Then Allah will answer. Majjadani Abdi. And then we continue. Maliki Yawmiddin. Alhamdulillah Alamin Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Stop. And Allah will respond. Asna alayya abdi. Then we continue. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Oh Allah, only you we worship. And only to you we ask for help. Especially in the thing that to do with ghaibiyah, the unseen thing. And what did Allah say? You stop that. Waqaf, 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 the adab of reciting Fatiha. Because there is a response from Allah. هذا بيني وبين عبدي ولعبدي ما سأل. This is the response from Allah to us. Allah said, now it's between you and me. Ask what you want, I will give it to you. Allahu Akbar. And what do we ask, brother and sister? Every day we have been reciting Fatiha. Every day we are praying the fardu, the sunnah, especially Ramadan at night. We increase our salah with the nawafil, with Salatul Qiyam Ramadan, known very popular to all of us, Salatul Tarawih. Allahu Akbar. What do we ask? Young, old, rich and poor. We all was taught and guided by Allah to ask the most important thing in our life that will lead us to a good ending al-akhirah and enter Jannah. Do we ask, oh Allah, I want to be rich, oh Allah, I want to be a king, oh Allah, I want this, I want that? No. The thing that we have been asking every single day when we perform our prayer, brother and sister, is Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Oh Allah, guide us all. Not only guide you, me, no. Even we are praying alone, we use the plural word. Ihdinas, not ihdini. To remind us, we need Allah's guidance. Our children need Allah's guidance. Our family needs Allah's guidance. Our friend needs Allah's guidance. Our friend who are not yet Muslim, he needs the guidance. Have we been talking to them about Islam? No. Everything is inward. We fail to go outward. But when we are praying, we are asking for everyone. Have we been making dua to the friend, our family who are not yet Muslim. Something we all forget. We don't even feel that we should make dua for them. The Prophet always make dua. Allahumma di qawm fa innahum la ya'lamun. Those who don't accept the message of Islam, he said, oh Allah, give them hidayah. Give them hidayah. Guide them. After the Prophet do da'wah, calling them, the mushrikeen, if they don't respond, he never give up, he make prayer. We don't even do da'wah, we don't care. And then, how can we make prayer? I don't think we make prayer for anybody except ourselves. And when we ask Allah, Allah is responding. And the other ayah, Allah is telling us, وَأَنَّ هَذَا صِرَاطِي مُسْتَقِيمًا فَاتَّبِعُوهُ وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا سُبُلًا فَتَفَرَّقَ بِكُمْ عَنْ سَبِيلِهِ. Allah said, this is my way. The way that you asked me to guide you, this is my way. The Quran and the Sunnah. And then Allah said, فَاتَّبِعُوا, follow this way. Alhamdulillah, we have been trying our best. Everybody say, I follow Quran and Sunnah. Every Muslim claim that. But just lip service. In reality, we are confused. We don't know who to follow sometimes. But Allah have guided us. And the Prophet was there to show us. What do we need more than that? That's how the Ummah was united. Because they follow one God, Allah, and they follow one man, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They unite every qawm, qabila, shu'uban wa qabail. Allahu Akbar. Now we are so divided. But we are doing the same thing, asking the same prayer. But why are we divided? Because Allah said, when you follow my way, فَاتَّبِعُوهُ وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا سُبُلًا. Don't mix with any other ways. That's what Allah said. We say we follow Quran, but then after that we follow so many other ways. This Imam, that Imam. I'm not saying that. You can't, as long as what the Imam or the scholar is teaching us is guided by the way of Allah, the Quran, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, no problem. None of the great scholars, even Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi'i, Hanbali said, follow me. No, none of them call us to follow. None of them call anybody to follow them. But every single Imam, the great scholar said, follow Quran and Sunnah. To the extent they say, it's a Sahih Hadith for Mazhab. If you come across any Hadith, it so happened, sometimes there are certain hadiths they are not exposed to. So they will give ijtihad, and there's nothing wrong. The ijtihad is correct, alhamdulillah, they get 2 rewards. If they make a mistake because they didn't do it purposely, they still get 1 reward as long as you are still doing something that is good. And then later on they said, if you come across any of our saying that contradict with the Quran or the Sunnah of the Prophet, you follow Quran and the Sunnah. Allah. See how beautiful the saying of the great scholars. But the saying of the followers today is just the opposite. Who are you to say this? I'm just like you and me. I'm a servant of Allah. I just want to follow what Allah says. Is that wrong? I want to follow what the Prophet wants me to do. Is that wrong? If that is wrong, I don't know who to follow anymore. So when you recite Al-Fatiha, brothers, in our prayer, don't rush. Don't have to wasal, but waqaf, adab, because it's a two-way communication. You say something, Allah respond. You said another ayah, Allah respond. I like to end with the first ayah to make us have the right understanding and feeling. You see, when Allah wants us to recite Surah Al-Fatiha, it starts with Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allah starts by reminding all of us to be grateful, to be thankful, to make shukr. To whom? Alhamdulillah. All praise belong to Him. Lillah. Anything you do, you want to do for Allah. Anybody praise you, Rabbana lakal hamd. All the praise return back to Allah, or go back to Allah. Don't be eaten by the praise that you will have riyah. Then you feel good. Oh, people is talking about how good I am. Of course, people, you're good, people will talk good, but you must always praise Allah. Who is Allah? Alhamdulillah. All praise belong to Allah. He has all the right to be praised. All the good thing we are doing is because of Him, because of His guidance, because He make it easy for us. We can do charity. We can give zakat. It's because He gives us the means. He is the one who provides for us. If He don't give us, we can't do. So all the praise we can give, Alhamdulillah. Not only you receive, you see, when you can give, it is a ni'mah that you can give. And there is somebody who can accept. Allahu Akbar. There will come a time nobody is going to accept anymore. Because everybody was given by Allah. And it's enough. And it's sufficient. And who is Allah? Rabb. Alhamdulillahi Rabb. He is the Lord, the Creator. The Creator of what? The Lord of what? The Lord of Arabs? The Lord of Muslims? No. He is Rabbul Alameen. The Lord of the world. That means every single thing that exists between the heaven and the earth belongs to Him. He is the owner. He is the creator. I hope you understand what I'm trying to share with you, brothers and sisters. Sometimes the way we talk about Allah, like Allah is our Lord, our God, not other people's God. He is the creator of Chinese, Indian, Malay, Muslim, Arab, non-Muslim. Allah is the true, the only creator. Only among the people, we are divided in so many groups. Those who don't know about Allah, of course, they don't believe in Him. Allah give us guidance, we believe in Him. Those who are ignorant, ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ قَوْمٌ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. And that's why the Prophet was sent, just to remind them again. Remember the Creator. Remember Allah. Allahu Akbar. When you have the right feeling, when you recite Fatiha, you will become a different person. The way you think will be different. The way you feel for others also will be different. You are no more judgmental. You are thinking, oh, Alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim. But my friend who's not yet a Muslim, I'm going to think how to invite him to be a Muslim. And I, a Muslim who are not practicing Muslim, I'm thinking how I can invite him, remind him to be a practicing Muslim. You are just thinking of how to save others, help others, not judging. Allahu Akbar. I hope the beginning of Fatiha will make us realize. Next time when you talk to anyone, don't talk to them in a way like, this God, Allah that we believe is only for Muslims. No. Let them know. Allah is my God and your God. He is the true God, the creator of the world. That's how we should represent Allah. May Allah Rabbul Alameen have mercy upon us, brothers and sisters. strengthen our iman. And whoever have been following us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the patience and understand that your quality of prayer, when you do it properly, learn the way of the Prophet. Allahu Akbar. I believe you will attain khushu' very easily. May Allah accept our prayer, accept our fast. May Allah forgive all our sin. May Allah reward all the Muslims wherever they are. In Kashmir, in India, Sri Lanka, Palestine, Sham, wherever they are, in Myanmar, especially those who have been oppressed because they are Muslim. May Allah give them shaheed and forgive all their sin. And remember, the prayer of the one who been oppressed, Mazlum, will not be rejected by Allah. And may Allah save us from oppressing others. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meet us again tomorrow night. وبالله توفيقي والعقل دعوانا أن الحمد لله العالمين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.